What is up, everybody? Enderstorm here, and welcome back to Prophecy of the Throne, Part 9 now. This is a game that's actually, going pretty good, but it's pretty bad because I got traveled back in time 9 days, and everything's changing now. But we'll see how this is going now. We just met Cruchet again. So, yeah. Let's get right back into it and see what's happening.
I have heard many a word of your glorious achievements as of late. It seems you've accomplished a great deal.
Except we weren't supposed to, spread the word about that.
I think that's a bit overdramatic.
Merits deserve to be recognized in kind. I must express my own admiration for such a deed.
You weren't supposed to be told about this. We were told not to tell everyone. We told them not to tell everyone else about this, but I guess word's still spread. Cruchet greets us, and then proceeds to praise us for our victory over the bandits. Amelia happily accepts the praise, and I certainly have no reason to turn it down either, but...
I just can't bring myself to be as excited.
You seem rather upset by this. Subaru Natsuki, was it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. It's just that all this recognition kinda puts a wrench in our plans. If Amelia becomes too popular before the royal selection begins, the other candidates will definitely be more wary of her.
Like my faction, for example.
Right. Oops.
Oh, Subaru, stop acting so silly all the time. I'm sorry, Cruchet. He really doesn't mean any harm.
He's just trying to think.
Think nothing of it. Subaru Natsuki's thinking is completely reasonable. Once the royal selection begins, we will all be competing against one another. It is necessary for us to look ahead at what is to come. In that sense, I respect your current mindset.
It's reassuring to hear.
Yeah. Crush. Yeah, that just says Crush. Crush is a yeah, I fucking can't read. Yeah. As always, but to her, this is only our first meeting. Yeah, she faces me head on and listens intently to my words. Maybe she's someone I can have a real discussion with. That is true, because, yeah.
So, Cruchet, about the request I put in my letter.
Ah, yes. You speak of Subaru Natsuki's condition.
Yes, Miss Cruchet. Fairy understands as well.
Oh no. Oh no.
Just a glance tells me Subaru's gate is pretty meowsed up. So I've got a lot of work ahead of me.
Oh no.
Meowsed up?
Ferris's rather blunt comment is actually the main reason we're visiting Cruchet. They're referring to my treatment. After this meeting, I'll be visiting the manor every day to have Ferris heal me. It's hard to deny their offer at this point. That's why.
Sorry if this is rude of me to ask, Cruchet, but since I'll be under your care for a while, would you mind if I asked you some questions first?
You have queries for me? I certainly do not mind, but what could they be about?
I know this isn't the best way to go about it, but I just have to know. Can I trust you?
Subaru, what are you saying all of a sudden?
I don't mean to alarm you, but this is really important to me. I mean, I'll be visiting this place a lot more frequently from now on.
You can trust Crush. Cruchet is a very, very trustworthy person.
And I'm on your side, right, Mealy? I'd basically be walking around with a sign on my back that said, "Mug me."
Mug? No, never mind that. That was very rude of you to say. Miss Amelia's right. I think you've got the wrong idea here, Subaru. You're the ones making this request, and we're the ones deciding whether to oblige. That's not exactly the sort of attitude you should have here, don't you think?
Ferris is letting off an intense pressure that barely hides the smoldering rage beneath a playful smile. It almost breaks me, but then...
Ferris, calm yourself.
But, Miss Cruchet...
Subaru Natsuki is right to question our agreement. He also fully understands the discourtesy of his inquiry, yet he still finds it necessary to confirm our intentions. This concerns the royal selection. a matter that affects the entire nation. If he regards
least
himself as a
Cruchet
member of a
understands.
concerned party, we shouldn't cast fault his way.
If Mew say so, Miss Cruchet. Mew should be thankful she's willing to hear Mew out, Subaru.
I'm definitely grateful for Cruchet's fortitude, but you sounded so scary just now.
I'm pretty sure Ferris was serious just now. That's some genuine loyalty. I need to watch what I say around here.
That
RARXD.
caught me off guard. But what exactly is it you want out of this exchange, Subaru?
It's like I said earlier. I just want to confirm whether or not I can trust Cruchet. Or, more specifically, I'm hoping our camps can be on good terms with each other.
I see. It isn't a matter of you and me specifically.
It'd be a good idea to have Mealy and
That's Subaru
Cruchet
for
form
you.
an alliance that benefits the preparation for and the outcome of the royal selection. Wouldn't you agree?
Rem.
An alliance. Between Cruchet and I?
Not a bad idea, right? We should ally ourselves with whoever we can get on our side. We could say we formed this bond over my injury.
Cruchet folds her arms, deep in thought. I'm relieved to see she's not outright rejecting my proposal. After my discussion with Rosbal, this is the next step in my plan to stop the witch cult. Having failed to stopping Amelia's name and spreading after defeating the Dust Bandits, I can't just while away feeling sorry for myself. I have to assume that the attack will still happen and act accordingly. For that to happen, I'll need allies at my side. Luckily enough, I know I can count on Cruchet and her camp based on my previous dealings with her. She's one of, if not the most capable and most trustworthy person I know in the royal capital. She's one I've had the most interactions with after all. What about Melty? Melty existed. Look at Felix's face. That's why.
It is an interesting proposition, Subaru Natsuki. However, I would like to ask you a question in return.
I can't get over Felix's face in this. I need to get to the next. Okay.
What is it?
Your request just now. Was it spoken from your heart, in your own words?
I think.
Huh?
Felix, please stop making that face. It's like the fucking confused Pikachu meme. Okay, I'm just gonna cover Felix's face. I don't get why she's acting. I don't know why she's asking me. Does she suspect someone is making me say this on their behalf? Felix. Thankfully, though, my reply seems to relax Cruchet's sharp stare a bit.
Very well. I thought you might have been influenced by the Margrave to make such an offer.
Felix, can you please stop?
But that doesn't appear to be the case. I can see that you truly do care for Amelia and her best interests.
What? It's not that obvious,
Yeah, he cares.
is it?
I mean, a little bit.
Oh, you mean how you worry about me? Do you really think I'd be so feather-brained?
That's not a word you hear much these days.
Alright. Get it
Thank
together,
you.
Mewtwo. So, what will Mew do, Miss Cruchet?
Good, Felix, you changed your face.
To be honest, I don't see a point in us forming an alliance with anybody.
Right. I'd like to hold off on making such a decision for now. It isn't such a trivial topic that we need only make verbal confirmations without considerate thought.
Yeah, guess you're right.
However, should this be an official proposal from Amelia rather than a personal request made by Subaru Natsuki, then I intend to consider it more seriously.
Really? That'd be great! Thank you so much! We did it, Mealy! We've got a pretty powerful ally on our side now!
She's
Huh?
mad. She's
What's
mad
up,
at you.
Mealy? Why the cute face?
Don't tease me. I'm incredibly upset right now.
Yeah.
I'm in a big whirl with you making all these decisions without my input.
Man, you really don't hear that phrase much these days.
Don't look at me like I threw you out on the street. You're making me look like the bad guy here. But no, I'm not against it. I know you've put a lot of thought into this, and Cruchet does seem to be in favor of the proposition. I know the order of our meeting has gotten a bit mixed up, Cruchet. But I'd also like to ask you to form an alliance with us. The royal selection has been postponed, but once it begins, and even leading up to it, I'd like for us to be on good terms.
That's good.
Yes, I would like that as well. No matter what tomorrow
Gosh
brings,
dang it, I keep
I
skipping.
will always remember this moment of accord between us.
Agreed.
Amelia firmly takes Cruchet's outstretched hand to her own. I find myself relieved seeing them exchange a handshake. I hope this manages to change something along the way, like a counterstrike against fate. And so, while it's not necessarily an alliance, we succeed in forming a friendly relationship with Cruchet. Oh yes.
I must say, I am quite surprised.
It's Rem.
I did not expect you to have planned so far ahead, Subaru.
Sorry for not letting you guys in on it first. I was actually pretty scared not being fully prepared for it.
If I end up insulting them, the worst case would be me getting kicked out of the mansion. I wouldn't want to drag these two down with me. That's why I didn't bring it up beforehand, although thinking about it now, it was a pretty big gamble on my part.
All's well that ends well, at least. We managed to make it through. For now.
Yes, Miss Amelia seemed to be in good spirits. And I'm certain Lord Roswell will be satisfied with this outcome as well.
Huh? Roz too? Did he want us to do something else?
Oh, I apologize. Please disregard my musings. That is an issue I alone must handle.
Aw.
Well, whatever's going on, just let me know if you need anything from me, alright? I'll help however I can.
That
So
is what I was
sweet.
going to say to you, Subaru.
They think alike.
My bad. By the way, Rem, there's something I wanted to ask.
What is it?
You are referring to my synesthesia, no?
Rem solemnly nods as she confirms my suspicions. Synesthesia is a special bond between two people share, and Rem and Rom possess this ability. It's probably because they're twins and they share a horn together, because technically when a demon's born, they are supposed to get two horns, but they were twins, so the horn got split between them, so they each have their own, except Rom lost her horn when she was a child because she went psychopath. She went to rip and tear on everyone's souls, and yeah, those witch cultists are the reason why she lost her horn. Her institution from shared sense is what alerted Rem to what is happening at the mansion last time. Now that I know about it, I make a request of Rem.
If you sense anything from Rom, let me know right away, okay? I hope nothing happens, but...
Yes, of course. But I must ask in return. Are you expecting something to happen?
well...
I hesitate for a second, but I don't know if I should be so straightforward to tell her about the looming danger of the witch cult. While I think Rem would believe me if I convoy the severity of the threat properly, there is still one thing I'm worried about. I put my hand on my chest, feeling my heartbeat. The steady rhythm pumps life through my body. The sheer terror of that sensation gripping my heart pierces through me. I can't tell anyone else about my return by death ability. This is a strict rule that came with my power. If I break it, a dreadful, agonizing punishment awaits me. There was one time where it actually killed Amelia instead.
Yoo-hoo! Are you free right meow, Subaru?
Probably not.
Miss Cruchet is busy right meow, so I thought I'd deal with our agreement before it gets too late.
And of course, my stepmom starts playing music on our Amazon Alexa. Hopefully you guys don't hear it, because it's like really loud. I am sorry.
Master Felix. Oh, come now, Rem. Don't be rude. I told Mew to call me Ferris.
Nah, it's Felix.
I apologize, but I do hesitate in using nicknames for formal greetings. Wow, so stubborn. Well, I won't force Mew.
Sorry.
Don't play dumb.
Oh gosh dang
The
it.
whole
I
reason
skipped it.
you all came here today.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm talking about your treatment, Subaru.
Subaru?
That's right.
It hasn't really sunk in for me yet, but apparently my body is in pretty rough shape after I use some magic. Ferris is the healer who's supposed to help my recovery. But the healing process isn't pleasant. Healing my gate, the organ needed for magic, is the process that feels like my innards are being turned into a smoothie. I'd like to avoid that whatever possible.
Subaru, Master Felix truly is a skilled healer, despite boasting such egregious mannerisms. I'm very worried about you, so please endure the treatment a little longer.
You know, if I want to be a voice actor, I really need to, pronounce some of these words.
Yep. I don't think I agree with how she put it, but Rem's got the right attitude.
But
Besides, your treatment is a testimony to the amicable relations between Miss Cruchet and Miss Amelia, isn't it? If Mew turned me down, well, I think Mew understand where I'm going with this, right?
I
Oh no.
can't deny that.
He still doesn't know Felix is a dude.
All right then, fine.
I hope he finds out now.
Subaru Natsuki, won't go back on my word. Bring it on.
Great, Subaru. Rem is quite impressed. Yeah,
Rem.
how manly of Mew and all that. Let's get started then. Just relax your body, Meow.
This feeling, I'm gonna barf. I give up. Uncle, please stop, Ferris.
The day slowly wears on. I'm feeling a feeling of accomplishment from things going relatively smoothly, washing over the pain I previously experienced. Gosh. Loop 2, day 4. So much happened before we got to the Royal Capital, and so much more has happened since we have arrived. The next day, I head to the shopping district, a distinct goal in mind. Probably to protect Anastasia, right? I need to visit the shopkeeper at the Apostol. Just like last time, the meeting about the royal selection was delayed. Is being held at the Royal Capsule, but there's someone I've been meaning to meet up with first. Since we were delayed a day getting to the Royal Capital, I still haven't been able to see him. This is something I need to do before the meeting to keep the fake candidate from going around unchecked. And so, there's that promise I made with
Even
the
though
shopkeeper.
he won't remember.
Still, my mind wanders back to Cruchet, someone we managed to form good relationship with yesterday. Maybe I can visit her before I see the shopkeeper. Alright. Now I'm keyboard and mouse. Let's go. That means I just have to go here to Cruchet's Manor, right? Oh. I helped improve our relations with Cruchet's camp yesterday. That's why I found myself going out now and heading towards the Apostol in the shopping district. But outside the corner of my eye, I spotted Wilhelm. I haven't been able to properly greet him this time around. I can just visit the stall and say hello to him. Can I get in front of him? Ow, he's stabbing me. Ow.
Ha! Ha!
He swings the sword in a precise, deliberate movements. He commends a powerful presence. The incredible skill of Oblivious is even me, someone who's practiced the sword a little bit. I find myself staring at Wilhelm's practice swings.
My apologies. Did your appointment with Varys change to an earlier time?
Oh, no. I just happened to be passing by. I may postpone it to prioritize meeting with Cruciate, but I would never schedule it earlier. Besides, today...
The royal selection candidates are gathering at the royal castle, I presume?
Yeah. Oh, Cruciate must have gotten summoned too, huh?
Yes, a messenger arrived last night. I heard their meeting is to explain why the royal selection has been postponed.
That's right. They'll all find out about the sixth candidate there. But only a select few higher-ups and the imposter wouldn't know all about that, so I can't let anything slip here.
My apologies. I have yet to introduce myself.
Oh, that's right.
I am Wilhelm Trias. I serve Duchess Cruciate Karsten.
Vanastrays. Yep.
I'm Subaru Natsuki. I'm a servant who works for that shady Roswaal. Though Roswaal's just a bonus. I mainly serve melee.
Margrave Mathers is a bonus? That's quite the comment.
Roswaal isn't really all that important. If it weren't for melee, I wouldn't give him the time of... No, that's a bit much. Please just keep that between us. I do work for him after all.
Very well.
Oh, and sorry,
gosh,
by the
dang it.
way. I didn't mean to interrupt your training.
Pay it no mind. I was just about finished.
Then,
Wilhelm's
if it
a
isn't
nice
too much
dude.
trouble, could I have a minute of your time?
Of course. But I do question whether what I have to say is of any interest to you.
Let's see what he has to say. Wilhelm is so skilled with the sword that even Rem respects his abilities. I want to make sure we're on good terms so we're prepared when this enemy strikes again.
I'm sure that at your skill level, you can take on any number of opponents with ease.
I would not say so. I try my best to battle one-on-one whenever possible. If I could, I'd like to have 1 or 2 allies at my side when dealing with an opponent. In fact, a 4 or 5 against 1 in which the opponent yields before we battle would be the most ideal.
I don't know. Let's go back to the white whale incident.
Though I am certain there will be times when I am outnumbered with no choice but to fight. However, such situations will only arise due to a failure in strategizing properly on my part. To keep the loss of life at a minimum and guarantee victory, I strive to use numbers to my advantage at all times.
Huh, I didn't expect that. I just pictured you cutting down enemies left and right all by yourself.
Like a demon slayer.
Perhaps I've grown old.
Oh, but thanks. You just confirmed what I was thinking is right.
Oh?
I want to ask you something. If our alliance with Cruciate goes through, you'd help us out, wouldn't you? Am I correct in assuming you'd lend us a hand, should anything ever happen to us?
I did indeed hear from my master that our camps are considering an alliance. I will, of course, give my utmost effort to provide what little assistance I can, should our alliance ever become established.
Yeah.
Little? You're way too humble. I'm counting on you, Wilhelm. You're like a whole army on your own.
Yeah. Wilhelm
I guess we'll have
is
to make
pretty
sure
cool.
our alliance comes to fruition.
Oh my. What is he? Oh. Whoa. Whoa, that face. That face, though. Alright, let's go. Can I go? Where do I go? I guess I can't talk to Cruciate. Where is Cruciate? Where's Cruciate? I don't have much time. They come pick up. Alright. I should hurry and talk to this. But okay. No, I don't want to think. There we go. Apple salesman.
Hey, it's been a while. How have you
Hey.
been?
Welcome! Wait, who the heck are you?
Why one? Okay, there we go.
Well, I guess you did forget before, too. Still doesn't make it any less sad.
Look, kid, I don't know what you're so down about, but is there something you need from me? If not, then I need to get back to work.
Now, hang on. There is something I need. I'm here to fulfill the promise we made and apologize for not coming here yesterday.
And so I reunite with the person I'd be putting off seeing. Even though he doesn't remember anything that happened, I'm happy to see him and finish shopping. I buy a bag of appas and promise the shopkeeper is all smiles and hands me good. Yeah. Alright. But the reason for my visit isn't just to shop.
Thanks for your business. You're officially a regular of mine, having bought so much.
No. A promise is
appreciate
a
it.
promise. By the way, would you mind doing a favor for me?
Huh? A favor?
I want you to relay a message. Tell Old Man Rom.
Uh-huh.
The shopkeeper's expression changes as I tell him my message. He is new. His new look actually fits his scarred face. It's honestly so intense, it's kind of freaking me out.
Jeez, don't scare me so much. I just want you to tell Old Man Rom what he wants to know. Tell him that Reinhardt has what he's looking for.
Reinhardt? You mean the Sword Saint?
Yeah?
Yep, that's the one. Old Man Rom should know what I mean by that.
I hear you, I guess. You are a regular after all. A merchant's gotta take care of his customers.
Thanks. I'll be back again soon.
To buy more apples.
Finally passed my message along.
It's a day late, but I'm able to pass along a message I wanted yesterday. So long as Old Man Rom gets it, this should move along, exactly like last time.
I just don't know if this delay will affect anything. I'd like to control the situation as much as possible, so everything ends up the same.
Hopefully.
Subaru, did you do what you needed without issue?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everything's fine. Here, I got you a little souvenir.
There are so many appas. Very well. Please allow Rem to handle them.
This is a bop. Alright, let's get back into this.
Sounds good. Make them nice and tasty, alright?
Yes. And afterward,
Yeah, I know. The meeting about the Royal Selection's delay, right?
you already know about that?
Don't underestimate my ears. They hear everything. I'll be tagging along, just so you know.
I expected you to say that.
Of course.
No matter what you say, Mealy,
All right. Let's go together then.
I'm definitely going to... Wait, what? You aren't gonna stop me?
Not
Why
this
are you
time.
so surprised, silly? You remember what happened yesterday? You helped us improve our relations with Crochet. I know now that you're taking the Royal Selection seriously. So I'd like you to come with us, I think.
I think? You think?
My feelings have finally reached Mealy. Pinch my cheek, Rem.
As you wish.
Oh, but don't do it too... Wait! Ow, ow, ow!
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Oh, Ren.
Yeah?
It's okay.
It felt like you were gonna tear my cheek off. This is great!
I'm
Royal
not
Castle,
dreaming.
here we come!
Subaru, don't get so worked up. Rem, take care of him for me, okay? Yes, he will be in good hands. I will take care of Subaru with everything I have.
No.
You said that like you're really...
Oh, God, no. Gosh, dang it! And so, after we discuss our plans, we head to the Royal Castle. Just as last time to attend the meeting discussing the Royal Selection's postponement. There.
Fine then. I'll join this stupid ceremony. You just want me to try to become the next ruler, right?
Felt boldly makes her claim with Old Man Rom chained up behind her.
Things are going as planned for now.
I was a bit nervous for a second there, but I sigh in relief, seeing Feld is so determined to participate in the Royal Selection. The purpose of my delayed message to Old Man Rom was to get Feld to make that decision. In reality, however, she wasn't interested in doing the first place. Doing it in the first place. She would have pulled out of the race if no one was intervened. I couldn't let this happen. The royal selection is only delayed because 6 candidates vie the throne. If Fel dropped out, then the royal selection would commence as usual. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'm not quite mentally prepared for it myself, but that's not the most pressuring issue. There's an imposter among us. The 6th candidate, I don't want the process to start up again before I find out who it is. We still don't know who the fake candidate is, but one thing is sure, they're up to no good. They're trying to usurp the throne after all. This so much I need to do. The most important thing right now is to take down the people who are after Amelia. On top of that, I need to figure out who's trying to take over the kingdom. I was recently running around to save Arlen Village and the manor, but the difficulty just spiked like crazy now. Despite the conflict that lies before me, the meeting proceeds like last time. Everything that follows is the same too. But there's one thing that's different. When everyone stares down Amelia, she chimes to defend her. Last time, it was Melty and Taiga, but now...
The idea of having a half-devil on the throne is asinine. And the one who sponsors you isn't even present. With such a critical
She's
matter
not a
affecting
demon,
the kingdom,
so
I
shut up,
question
dude.
if he truly takes this seriously.
Well,
You go too far, Lord Zelgaf. How can Amelia refute her appearance and background?
Duchess
Crochet's
Carston,
got her.
you would defend your own political opponent?
We may be competing against each other, but that is no reason to despise one another. I will never, at the very least,
will never take
I
this-
rebuke your
yeah.
concern of Amelia's outward appearance without understanding the person she is at her core. Would you not agree, Lord Zelgaf?
It would appear Lord Bordeaux has crossed a line. Your opinion is valid and well noted, Miss Crochet. Miss Amelia, I offer you my apologies.
no, it's quite alright. The whole reason I want to become the next ruler is to do away with such a mindset.
Very
Very good. And so, the meeting ends. But the events play out just like last time as Melty chimes in saying it'd be a shame to end it on such a note, then processes and proposes her get-together.
And that's that. Looks like the same people have gathered here too.
And here's Melty's theme. It's a nice get-together, but the contrast between everyone present is stark. So many people around Melty, like Priscilla and Anastasia, have already left. And then there's Amelia, a flower left in the corner.
Things
Yep.
are a bit different from last time.
What's
The
different
discussion
about
they had
this?
yesterday must have gone really well, seeing as Crochet is hanging out with Amelia this time around. Things look pretty good for the time being.
I was glad seeing Crochet defend Amelia like that in the meeting. It seems she's taking their relations with Amelia more seriously than I
Now,
thought.
where's...
I look around for Reinhardt.
I'd like to talk to him too, if possible. Whenever the bad guys make their move, I want to have as many reliable allies on our side as I can get. And you can't get any more reliable than Reinhardt. I need to talk to him at all costs.
Hey, are you looking for someone?
That voice... Tiga?
Yes, that's my name, but did I already introduce myself? We were in such a rush. I don't recall telling you my name when we met last.
Oh, that's right. I know it because, well, you know,
What?
call it a hunch.
You look like a Tiga.
You figured out my name on a hunch? Isn't that kind of amazing? Though,
He did
now
that
that I
to
think
Melty.
about it, Mel did mention that Miss Amelia's attendant can guess people's names on intuition alone.
No, it's not all that impressive. Anyone can do it.
There's no way that's true! This is the first time I've ever heard of such a thing!
I mean, you just have a face that screams Tiga, you know?
Do I really? What sort of face do I have?
Just look in a mirror. I need to take care of something while you do that.
What are you two yapping on about? It sounds fun.
Sakura.
I hope you don't mind me joining in.
Oh, good timing. Subaru was just telling me about this amazing skill of his. Why don't you give it a try on her?
Well, like I said, I'm kind of in a hurry.
Come on, don't be like that. What about my friend here? Can you figure out her name too?
Oh, this sounds like an exciting game.
Sorry to ruin the fun, but your name is Sakura, right?
Wow.
Amazing. You're spot on. Did you overhear us talking somewhere, or...?
Talking about what? Your conversations are highly secretive, involving private affairs of the kingdom, right? There's no way I'd know about... Oh...
Exactly. You shouldn't know about any of that. Yet somehow you do. We can't just let that go. I am Mel's knight, after all. Well, for now, anyway.
Hmm?
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, care to explain? Depending on what you say, I will respond accordingly.
I see a serious look in Tiga's eyes and gulp hard. Sakura's right next to him, a calm smile on her face. Her nonchalant demeanor is actually pretty terrifying. This is supposed to be a friendly get-together, but a cold sweat pours out of me. I take a deep breath.
Alright, you got me. I'll be honest. I've been looking into you guys.
Huh, coming clean, are we?
So, you've been investigating us.
Tiga and Sakura latch on to my statement. Of course, this is all a bluff. I haven't been looking into them at all. I just slipped revealing that I already know their names. But now that I'm in this situation, I'm going to use it to my advantage. I can trust them and Melty. There's no point in butting heads. We can work together.
Keep this
We
between
need to
us,
work
okay?
together.
But this is about Amelia's background. It came up during the discussion earlier, so I know you're aware that she's a half-elf.
Of course. Though, her being a half-elf isn't the only issue. What with her silver hair and purple eyes.
I know. You're talking about the Witch of Envy, right?
Subaru, you shouldn't say that name out loud so carelessly. No one will react well to hearing it. Not to mention, we're in the royal capital. Neither of us want such big wigs to send any threatening glares our way, do we?
Yeah, true.
Right. Sorry. Anyway, Amelia can't avoid the suspicion placed on her once everyone knows she's involved in the royal selection. She'll be known throughout the kingdom, so there are sure to be people who will react to her candidacy.
Meaning?
Oh, I see. I think I'm starting to understand what's on your mind, Subaru. You care deeply for Miss Amelia, so you want to protect her. Is that it?
Yep. Sakura speaks in a relaxed, carefree tone, but she's dead on with my intentions. But that's exactly what I want her to think. But she sounds like she's sarcastic and she doesn't care.
I don't want to say it's a good thing, but with the royal selection having been delayed, it'll buy me some time. Or at least it should have. We still ended up defeating those bandits. They're such an infamous group. If I'm being honest, that put a wrench in my plans.
I heard about that. The Dusk Bandits, right? Their treachery is pretty well known around here. She won't be able to avoid public scrutiny after that. That may just end up ruining her in the end.
The witch cult.
That's right. It's only a matter of time before Amelia runs into them. So, before that happens, I've been looking for some allies I can rely on, and the other royal candidates have caught my attention.
And that's why you've been looking into Sakura and me. No, I suppose Mel is the one you're after. My, that's awfully sly of you.
Why'd you make it sound so underhanded?
So, how
I'm
do we
not.
seem according to your awful, yet clever sensibilities?
I'd say you guys pass with flying colors. Melty's a nice girl, Tiga's a good friend, and your chest is rather big.
My, you're a forward one.
She didn't even seem mad about that.
Since when did we become such good friends? Did I not realize we fought back to back on a battlefield or something?
It happened in a different world line. Well, I'm only joking, but...
With that face, I face two of them and bow my head.
I know it's brazen of me to ask, but like I said, Amelia's in a bit of a pickle. So if something ever happens...
You want us to help you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please, do.
And I'm
Please,
sorry for
offer.
snooping on you guys. If you want...
Can't say
Gosh,
I'd
dang
like
it.
that. What do you think, Sakura?
I think we can lend him a hand. I can tell how determined he is based on our conversation just now. Besides, what do you think Melty would say if we told her?
Knowing her, she wouldn't hesitate to help out. Our princess is just that sympathetic, after all.
Yeah.
Then...
I can't say anything definitive right now, but I'll relay your request to Mel. And depending on her response, well, she'll probably react just as you imagine.
She's gonna help.
Great! Thanks, buddy! I owe you one!
I think you owe more than that. You're a pretty smooth talker.
He is your good friend, you know.
Tiga looks exceptionally by all this, but something good did come out of it. I may have seemed suspicious because I returned by death, but managed to cover it up well.
Now I just need to talk to Reinhardt. Huh? Where is he?
I look around, strikingly red hair, but nowhere
What's
to be
wrong,
seen.
Subaru? Are you looking for something?
Oh, hey, Mealy. How's the get-together going for you?
It's alright. Crochet has been kind to me, and Melty is such a nice girl.
I
Yep.
see. So you're getting to know the other candidates, huh? That's good to hear. Now that I think about it, have you seen Reinhardt anywhere? I want to talk to him about something.
Reinhard? I saw him leaving earlier.
That's different than
He
normal.
was talking to the captain of the Knights of the Royal Guard, so maybe something came up?
What? Are you serious? Damn, I should have been paying more attention. Can I catch up to him? Hold on, Reinhardt!
Oh, Subaru, wait! He never listens.
Yeah, he
Miss
doesn't.
Amelia, I just saw Subaru run off in a hurry.
Yes, he said he needed to talk to Reinhard, so he just took off.
Sir Reinhard, you say? But if that's the case...
Yes, I was thinking the same. He won't catch up.
Oblivious to Amelia and Rem, I run out the castle as fast as my legs let me.
Reinhardt! Reinhardt!
I'd actually run until a guard captures me, having thought I look suspicious.
Reinhardt!
Alright, guys. Wait, alright, yep. This is where I'm gonna leave the episode off today. This has actually turned out interesting because things are changing a lot. And,
Writing it down.
it's kind of interesting that I wonder what's making Reinhardt move. But I know this also has to do with different realities, so different things can happen or the same things could happen. It's all like a gamble because you never know what's gonna happen, and the outcome could change. Now, I'm not sure if there are multiple endings in this or multiple ways this could happen. I don't know, but we'll find out eventually when we get there. But this is where I'm going to leave it off here, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.